the Global Alliance for the Rights of Nature. And it's a pleasure to be talking to you all and sharing the message about why the rights of nature is a real solution for the climate crisis, for the public crisis that we're living. A crisis that is not only touching the environment, but it's a social crisis, it's a fight for human and for environmental justice. And it's a fight that where we are presenting this new paradigm that is called the rights of nature, where we need to rebalance. We say that, of course, nature has inherent rights, and when recognizing these rights, we need to rebalance and restate our relationship with nature that is not an object that we exploit, it's a subject that we respect. In Ecuador, we were able to recognize this in our national constitution 15 years ago. We're actually celebrating this anniversary this year. And this has really changed Ecuador from the bottom. So much that in August 20th this year, the whole population of Ecuador, more than 60% of the country, voted in favor of leaving the fossil fuels underground of the ITT block in the Yasuní National Park. We also voted to stop mining in the city of Quito. And the reason why these victories are led by citizens in Ecuador is because we have interiorized the idea that nature is a subject of rights, that nature is our mother, and that we need to respect her, and that's the only path. So if we really want climate justice, we need to recognize that nature is a subject of rights, a rights-bearing entity, and fortunately this movement is growing very fast. From Ecuador to the rest of the world, now we have 37 countries that recognize the rights of nature somehow, and this is allowing us really to move fast in an urgent moment and a crisis moment in the world, where these solutions are coming up from, of course, indigenous worldview, but are being translated into the Western society, because Western society has made this gap between humans and nature, when we are part of nature and we are nature defending itself.
The Conference of Parties have been talking about action for climate change for 28 solid years. But one thing that is missing is that nature is not really at the center of the discussion. Neither is justice. And the lack of justice is not just the fact that there's so much oppression, destruction of nature, it's also that we are unable, when I say we, I mean the negotiators, the politicians, they are unable to talk about historical injustices that has given rise to destructive extraction, destructive relationships, destructive geopolitics, and destructive relationship to nature. And so now nations are thinking that they could help nature by what they call decarbonizing. And this is a token way of deceiving humans, but not really taking climate action. We're asking for a full respect of the rights of nature, the full respect of allowing nature to carry on with its natural cycles, and we're totally against the grabbing of the resources, in quotes, of nature to pretend action is being taken to tackle global warming. What we're seeing today is really very annoying. We are seeing a massive land grabbing, almost like continent grabbing, for carbon offsetting, for all kinds of false climate solutions. And you know, in the Global Alliance for the Rights of Nature, we insist, and we continue to insist, that nature has rights that must be respected, and that whenever we infringe on the rights of nature, we are actually reducing the possibility of humans surviving the onslaught and destructive activities of humans.
My name is Mary Nwara. I'm Kenyan, and I'm a global director for Green Faith organizing. I am the opinion that nature deserves respect just as much as we deserve respect. We often, more cases than not, walk on the grass. We make the grass look brown when it's supposed to be green. That is disrespecting nature. We always litter. We take a sweet, we eat a sweet, and we throw the paper down, not knowing that we are not supposed to do that. We are making it inhabitable, you know. So we are supposed to respect nature. How we relate with nature is supposed to be a mutual respect kind of relationship. The way we go to our rivers and shower in our rivers and wash clothes in our rivers and leave the place dirty is in disrespect to the river. So we should be in a position to live in harmony with nature, respecting it so that it can respect us back. And that also comes to a question during this COP 2028, that if we make an intentional decision to respect nature, not litter, not pluck trees, not pollute rivers, then nature will be kind to us in return, because that is where we get our water, that is where we get our food, and that is where we get our air. Thank you.